Yo everyone, welcome back to the channel. Gonna be doing more balanced structure oblast streak attempts. I was gonna do a duels video today, but I'm feeling quite sick. You might be able to hear that in my voice. And I figured the duels would require more concentration. So yeah, we will not be doing duels today. But yeah, just gonna do some more oblast streaking, explaining my guesses. And yeah, white car, but we have quite southern vegetation and then quite mountainous, so should be Primorsky. It it feels off for the main road, but I can't think of which road this is. But it just feels weird for the main road. So I guess you go like here or something. I don't really know. Okay, what's the main road? Oh, it was these mountains. Okay. Yeah, it's just I thought it was a weird angle for the mountains, but yeah, I guess main road made more sense. Ball coverage going through the mountains, 2014 camera, and then it's A-type, so it's probably white car. So then we can click this road. Okay. Fairly Mongolian landscape, just with these kind of hills, and then not blurred antenna driving west, so probably thinking this road, because east would be blurred antenna, and then south of it would be driving east for most of it. C-type. This is an interesting one. It's quite forested, but I can't really place it. It's also quite hilly in a weird way. The hills maybe remind me of like North Nizhny Kirov. I know this road has C-type, but I forget what this looks like. But I might try this. But yeah, I mean, kind of sandy, not very sandy. I mean, this is a hard round. I'm expecting to be wrong. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I mean, kind of sandy, but it just like it was too hilly for this stuff, so it's like these like super big hills in Nizhny Kirov area. Okay, trees feel quite eastern. I guess it's just Omsk because it's flat, and this like one tree like with the darker bark. I don't know. I feel like that's an Omsk thing, but it's very rare. I mean, I don't know. This is gonna be anything, but I think I trust the trees looking east. But yeah, okay, Omsk. Nice score. I mean, I kind of trolled that one to be honest. Like, I mean, main road made more sense, but if I 5k that and then I 5k that, that's basically a 24.9. Okay. This, we've got the green, like, Gen 4, so, like, April coverage, and then short foliage, so thinking probably quite south, and then mountains would confirm that. I don't think the mountains are Dagestan mountains, and I don't think it's green enough for Dagestan. Yeah, I just can't think of which mountains they would be in Dagestan. And then, yeah, I thought it was just one of these roads here, which, I mean, the angle makes a lot of sense for. And the mountains would be these mountains here. Or maybe this is better. Yeah, because the mountains were a different angle. Nice start to the seed. It's very hilly in a way that makes me unsure of where to guess. It might be Black Cat. I was kind of thinking it was Rostov with the hilliness, with like flat and a city to the south. And then like no birches or anything, so south would make sense, and then quite dark soil, which also makes sense for Rostov. And then yeah, no snow also somewhat makes sense. These trees are a little bit weird, but I can't tell what they are, so I'm just gonna assume they're not birch trees. Okay, it's up there, makes sense as well. Is that B-type? Yeah, B-type with front smudge, so not Altai Novosibirsk, and then very flat with a straight east-west angle. I guess you just go here. Oh, that was the other option. Maybe I should have scanned that, but I mean, I kind of, yeah. I don't know, I mean, it's the same thing. This road looks like G-Man. Maybe this area, like, has less vegetation. Not really sure. Here, let me use the Plonk viewer script. Yeah, a little bit less trees. And it's like a foggy camera. Yeah, I mean, I should have sent Yaka there. Oh, okay. We get rewarded with a cool lock for that one. No, don't think I've seen this bridge before. Is this ever Omsk? They look like birch trees there. It's quite hilly though for Omsk standards. I'm quite unsure on this location. Why am I zooming into Bernal? I mean, it nearly lines up. Can't be bothered scanning. That's why there's a lot of birch trees. That makes sense as well, but couldn't really see much landscape. Blurred antenna, I think it's May coverage, so should just be perm. And then, I mean, it doesn't really look like perm, I'll be honest. But I think it's May coverage. Okay, just max south perm. Yeah, okay, that's like as far south as May coverage goes, so that kind of makes sense. Why didn't really look like perm. Okay, we've got the Schizo car. So it looks like the 2016-2017 car, but we're not in a city. Which is what I will dub as the black car and not the dark blue car. We have fireweed and we're very sunny. And we've got like not the best pavement. I kind of thought of this road, but yeah, like fireweed more north and then C-type sunny. I feel like you go here and I mean, I feel like we're a bit further away from the water if there is water here, so then we'd probably be here instead of the other side, but this is kind of hard to oblast streak. It's super... Okay, it curves to the north, the south, and we have a town here probably, because there's a bus stop. And I can't imagine why there would be a bus stop here if there wasn't a town here. I mean, why does it curve to the north, though? That's the issue. I don't know, we're on one streak. Yeah, okay. There's no, like, road to the town. Tough. Yeah. Road streak, but no, oblast streak. But yeah, that was just, like, looked like Belugdas C-type sunny coverage, but bad pavement, so you go on that road. This is very B, right? So it's just Kurgan. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's hilly enough for Krasnoyarsk, and then the trees should put us in Kurgan and not, like, Moscow or something. Why did I zoom into Omsk? Yeah, my head is not working today, as the sickness is my cope. Driving west, so north probably. Yeah. Why is the car off the road? What? I think it's like the Abakan road, like the Askis to Abakan road, just with like the northeast valley with mountains on either side. Makes a lot of sense for here, where you've got mountains here and you've got mountains here. And then, yeah. Birds. First thought was quite south, but I'm starting to not like that. Huh. What is this? Maybe it's an Orenburg? Like, it just feels very dry. It's like your immediate thought is south, but that's a lot of trees there. I mean, I think I still go Krasnodar. We got one birch tree that I saw. I'm probably, yeah, these, but they look planted. So I don't really trust them. So then I guess I just go Krasnodar. Because it looks flat and dry. Okay. Wait, which coverage is this? That is weird. That is very, very weird, because this town has 2019 coverage. Okay. That kind of makes sense, because, like, I was like, okay, it's not hilly enough for Belgrade, but it looks too south for, like, Tula, Bryansk, all the fall coverages ones here. And I was like, but it's too, like, much trees for Volgograd. But it's just max northwest where the coverage is mainly covered over, but yeah, that's unlucky. C-type, I mean, it's kind of angle guessing, but I mean, and construction road meta for Piskov. And we got fireweed, so that all checks out, and then yeah, it's mainly just construction road meta and fireweed. Okay. I think you go Arkangelsk here, because I think the trees are too tall to be like North Comey, and then we don't have any hogweed, so it probably isn't South Comey. And that's like my main thought process here. So maybe this road with nice pavement. How is that pavement there? That is absolutely absurd to me. Yeah, that's an interesting one for sure. Okay. That almost looks like fireweed, but I don't think it is. It looks tilted right. So like Tver is like the default guess. Do you ever go Smolensk? With like slightly hillier and a little bit less trees than the other ones. I'm very, very, very confused in this location. This is quite a weird one, I will say. Yeah, I mean, I can't tell if that's fireweed or not. But, you know, random tilted right, you just go there. Okay, it was Smolensk. I consider Smolensk with the fireweed. I don't know if I said it or not. But yeah, it's a little bit less common, the coverage in Smolensk. But yeah, the amount of fireweed, if that was fireweed, then would put us in Smolensk. Blurred antenna and it's overcast. I feel like it's the overcast Stavropol Road. What else do I have to say? Yeah, I mean, southern vegetation. I'm a little bit confused. Sorry for not speaking. My mind is not in the best state of mind. There's also some noise outside of my room. Yes, it's either Stavropol or it's like here, but maybe this is better with this thing. Okay, it's a Stavropol. That rock was a bit weird, but I mean, still close enough gas cope. I mean, lots of snow, and it's very hilly, with not much vegetation. So I would think it's Saratov, because we don't have that much vegetation. I feel like you'd get more trees in like a Rostov or something. And it's very hilly, so I mean, usually the very hilly place is this, but I don't think we have enough trees for that. Maybe it's Volgograd. I mean, there's a lot of vegetation there, so I'm just gonna send. Okay, oh, that's why there's very dry and it's hilly. Yeah, that area makes sense. Okay, it's red car. It's very flat. We're on a major highway and we're driving east, and the sun is east, so we're starting our journey, and it should be here with how flat it is. So yeah, like the day like reset as it came into Omsk, and then it started here on the border as you go east then. So yeah, NPC I have an incident here, but I think it's Murmansk. It's so hilly. It's yeah, I think it's too hilly for anything else. Do we have any like significant rocks or anything? Not really. But I think it's Romansk. I mean, I think it's just too hilly with Gen 4 to be anything else, and I don't think it's east. Like, we'd have lurches on a lock like this east. But it does feel quite weird for Murmansk, I will say that. But I just can't think of what else it is, so I'm going to send. Okay, it's just the hilliest Arkangelsk of all time. Maybe that makes a bit more sense, but, you know, tough. Okay. And now we have the hilly east place that has lurches, as I said. And then with how sunny it is, it should be a moor side. And also the angle. Driving west would be very, very weird for anything in this area. Yeah. Okay, super dark soil may coverage. So first thought would be Kemerovo. And then antenna is like CACB or something. So that also makes sense for Kemerovo. But yeah, just the super dark soil like this dark, and then the May coverage with the hilliness all feel good for Kemerovo. And then as for town, I kind of thought like these towns or an Anzero-Shudinsk. Is it north enough for Anzero? I don't know. It was. Okay. Antenna and southern trees with Gen 4 winter. So just Rostov because nowhere else south of it has antenna. Is this the road we had in a video somewhat recently where it was like west of the city like this? Yeah, okay. I feel like this coverage has like a very distinct camera. I wish I clicked on 0 shouldn't. This could have been a crazy score. I think it's Samara. Actually, no, I'm gonna go Ryazan. Because I always go Ryazan on Samara, but then the wet road saves me. But yeah, it's just Gen 4 flat. We have birch trees. Let me find. Is there any like a lot of birch trees? I think there are a bunch of birch trees. And then just very forested, so that makes sense for Ryazan. And then the wet road is the nail in the coffin for going Ryazan. And then this area, but I don't know. Wait, okay. That's okay. I mean, it wasn't Samara, which is what I was gonna go until I saw wet road. But yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense for Ulyanovsk as well. Yeah. Ulyanovsk looks like Ryazan. The wet road is weird. Yeah, I mean, it looked like Samara, but it was like slightly too dry for Samara. Or slightly not too dry for Samara. Okay, this should just be south. We have A-type antenna, and we've got very southern foliage, very like Croatian Mediterranean vibes, and then yeah, then A-type you just go Sochi, or adjacent. Okay, we've got the cool foggy, cloudy road. Actually, we've got like the massive canyon thing, maybe, which was that one river that we saw in the arbitrary Russia video, which was this river here. But I'm just gonna send it, but I don't know if it is. Okay, it was the same area, but it was a different river. But yeah, it kind of reminded me of that stuff. Okay, it should be south. White brick architecture, so thinking probably Grozny, and then yeah, blurred antenna, southern vegetation, so all that makes sense. And then do we see mountains south, like close to us? Not really. Because I kind of thought this might be one of the towns close to the mountain, but I guess since we don't see mountains, it probably isn't. So then you just go in Grozny itself. That also kind of makes sense, yeah. That's, I mean, maybe we see mountains downtown Grozny all the time. Okay, this is kind of tough, because I think I know the road here. It's mainly just the pavement, but it's like almost Tomsk pavement, but the trees are way too short to be Tomsk. So it's like the exception to Tomsk pavement, because the trees should not be Tomsk to what I'm thinking. And it should be this road somewhere, wherever it lines up. I don't really know. Or else it's like this area. I don't know. Okay, yeah, it was this road. But yeah, that's just like know the road. And then, yeah, it does have Tomsk pavement. Okay, maybe a 24k, but we got Magadan, which is always a tough one to get a score on. Okay, wait, so then the kilometer number is if you're driving east. So we've been... Wait. So 1,370 from here, is it? Is that how that works? Yeah, but how is that? I mean, maybe it's here then. Okay, I don't know if that was lucky or if I used the kilometer number correctly. But yeah, just Magadan, haze and lurches and mountains and fog and stuff. Remshashti. Hmm. Okay, this one I could see being Samara. I really wish I could read that. Or that. What? Zalchashkish Kamaz. Yeah, I don't think that's useful. But yeah, this time it feels a bit drier. This pole paint is interesting. But again, it's kind of a cursed urban lock parking lot almost. And then, yeah, I think it's Samara, but yeah, I'm not really sure on this. Maybe it's the same place in Ulyanovsk. But the trees feel a bit shorter, so drier makes a bit more sense. And then I guess you'd go this area if you go in Samara. Maybe I can find a roundabout that makes sense, but I cannot be bothered. I'm just gonna send. Okay, I basically plonked on it without seeing it. Unlucky. But yeah, that's like the dry area as well. Okay, so blurred antenna with massive mountains, so it should be south. And then when it's blurred antenna, it's usually these two roads, and then the other option is this road. But I don't think the mountain really makes sense for this road. Like, yeah, it's just like if you look at this, right? It's like you're like that, you're sandwiched between mountains like that. So, yeah. So then probably these two roads, and then the size of the mountain is maybe more done by road, but I don't really see where that would make sense. Maybe we're like on the Archies Road, we're looking at this mountain. Yeah, I'm gonna try that. It was this, but it's like, oh, it's here and we're looking at those mountains. Okay. Ah, that makes sense. I just forgot that this existed. This like bit north bit. Uh, yeah, that's kind of a skill issue, but yeah, maybe like the sheer like like it's quite relatively flat and then there's a massive mountain. Might be a matter for that road, but yeah, that's gettable, but I'm kind of throwing today. Uh, okay, speaking of throwing, okay, well, we're saved by this. So yeah, birches with no leaves, you go Kurgan or Chelyabinsk with long antenna on a road like this. And then Chelyabinsk, duck, swan, geese meta, and not Kurgan, because you do not find them in Kurgan. Okay. It looked like Kurgan, but you know, we had the meta, which is crazy meta. So you get ducks and stuff randomly in Chelyabinsk, Tula, and Belgrade, and nowhere else. That's the that's the meta. Okay, what in the name of God am I looking at here? Is it Urals maybe? Is it Megalon ever? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Indeed, it is Megalon. There's also Tom Hanks discovered a crazy meta for Megalon that you can identify NMPZ. So if you got this Pano NMPZ, I mean, I don't even know if it will come across in the video recording, but there's something that tells you it's Megalon here. And he posted in Russia Court about it, and it's this. You might, I can see an NPC because I know exactly where to look, because it's in the same place every time, like relative to the car, right? So then, yeah, there's this thing, which is a crazy meta. I don't know how he saw it. Like, I mean, it's clearer on some locations than others, so if you get an easy location to see it, then it might stand out. But yeah, and then just the road feels quite Chelyabinsk as well. And then birch trees in mountains or like hilly areas, so not south, and then yeah. Well, you can get birch trees south, but I don't know. I thought the soil was the mountainous part of the south. Okay. Is this the Astrakhan May coverage? Yellow flowers, so makes sense for May coverage. And then yeah, I mean it's very dry climate, so the Astrakhan makes sense. And then yeah, maybe 5 cable with this, but we're not on a crazy score, so I'm not gonna bother. Maybe I should have bothered. That's kind of free. Okay, cursed location, because knowing Russia, this is Gen 4. I mean, it's fall coverage and it's tilted right, so I guess you go Bryansk or Tula. Uh, and then, yeah, I don't know. We look for an east-west angle in the cities that have tilted right. So like Clincy, maybe? That kind of has one, but I don't see like a I mean, would this path? No, the path wouldn't be marked. Wait, what is the Google? How is this the road? Like, it cuts across the footpath. I'm gonna send Briansk anyway. Urban moment. Me when the September 2012 tilted right Krasnoyarsk exist. Okay. Is there something that would have made me not go Briansk here? I mean, the planted larch-looking things are kind of suspicious, but they're planted so you don't trust them. The soil is maybe kind of dark. But yeah, I mean, this is just Russia moment. Where, in Gen 4 it looks so different. Let's cope. Even the houses look so different. Like in Gen 4, the houses look way nicer now. Like the brick behind it compared to just this, but yeah, I mean, this is just a cursed location. It's urban, so, I'm perfectly happy to ignore that. Looks like Bratsk pavement, just like damaged concrete, and then we've got B-type long antenna, which makes sense. The trees are fairly short, so that also makes sense, and then we've got dark soil. And it says, does that say Bob or something? I don't know. And then, I mean, driving west, you go like this area, I guess. I don't see Bob, though. Wait, maybe it was Kublia Kobo. I mean, that lined up better, but yeah. What is this? NMPZ, what am I going here? Is it Karelia? Yeah, it should be. Yeah, A-type. It's just quite rocky soil. And then short trees, and then, yeah, significant rocks there. It feels kind of weird. So I don't know what that means. Okay, that road, sure. And then, okay, you maybe go Adygea here. So we've got southern tree roads, but we've got hills to the east, right? So if I get this wrong, I'll show on terrain map, or else after the seed, if I remember. But like the hills east will be like these hills going up like this. I mean, long antenna, no, I think long antenna you go across and you go like a road like this maybe. Yeah. So there's like hills like that go up like this, basically, in southeastern Krasnodar. Okay. Very flat, but it feels a bit more dry than your usual like Kurgans that are flat, so then you must go south, even though we can't really tell the trees. I think it feels dry. And like they don't look like birch trees, they are a bit more branchy and stuff. And then C-type when you're south is only in Rostov, and it's flat and dry, so probably thinking southeast within the oblast. If it's not, I won't be there, but it doesn't feel max southeast. Okay, it's max east, but not max southeast, sure. Okay, this is average Chelyabinsk road. We've got very little vegetation except on hills, and then we've got a mine looking thing. Does that make sense for Chelyabinsk? And then just, yeah, unpaved road, white car, dry landscape, all makes sense for Chelyabinsk. And then, is it a Magnitogorsk mine ever? I don't know. Probably not. I hope it's on the other side of the border. Okay, it's this mine instead. Yeah. I mean, that makes a bit more sense. It doesn't really look like Magnitogorsk, but nice game there. Okay, before I pan around, I would go Tatarstan. A lot of birch trees, so maybe. Looks like we have no pull plates, so maybe not. So I might just go Samara near Tatarstan. But a bit hard to explain. I mean, we don't have Ryazan Wet Road. I don't think it's hilly enough for Saransk. Gen 4 Tula is greener than this, and then it's like pretty green, so the Samara later coverage in April makes sense. And it's right across the border in Uyovsk. I mean, tough. Not much you can do about that. If you go to Gen 4 no car, I mean, it's like it's this cluster here, right? It's like, okay, which side do you pick? But yeah, my first thought was like Nurlat and Tatarstan, where it's like a bit like, yeah, I mean, maybe it's like too flat for this area, but like you do get flatness up here or whatever. I'll just show you the Krasnodar ridges that I was talking about, if I can find where Krasnodar is on the map. Okay, Krasnodar here. So yeah, you got like these mountains that like go up like this as I was like drawing. You can kind of see them. And then this, and then yeah. Yeah. So there's like ones to know, I guess. But yeah, it was this one we were looking at, which makes sense. But there's like multiple of them just in this southeastern Krasnodar pocket. So it's a good one to know. But yeah, rip the 5 oblast streak. Okay. Blurred. The trees are kind of weird. And the soil doesn't put me in Perm, Ishevsk, Ufa, Kirov, really. So then we're left with Mariel, Ulyanovsk, Ivanovo. My first thought was Ulyanovsk when I saw this. This weird like pine thing. But like when I saw no birches like this, then I was like, okay, Ulyanovsk, but like as you can see, there's a decent bit of birches, so maybe it's Mariel instead. I might try Mariel. I don't really know which one this is. Could see an Ivanovo as well, but I just know that it's not Perm Kirovishevsk with the soil, hopefully. Clueless. And then do you go southeast in the oblast? I mean, nothing lines up, so maybe you go Ulyanovsk. In like this area, maybe. I mean, this doesn't really line up either, does it? I'll just spacebar Mariel. Oh! Okay, sorry about that. I might cut that out because the mic made quite weird noises, I will say. And on my OBS, like I could hear it in my headphones, and then the OBS like was peaking as well. Yeah, this kind of makes sense because when I mentioned it in previous videos, but when you get forests like this that are just only pines, you can often associate that with Chelia and Dieka for whatever reason. Then I kind of thought like Ulyanovsk also has it. So like it's like these are like the northernmost ones of it, I guess. And you also get them east sometimes. But all this area you don't really get these pine forests, but like Voronezh forest, like this one is like mainly pine, I think. If I just go take a look at Gen 4, maybe I turn on black card to see it. Maybe yeah, like you see what I mean here? So everything's a pine. Well, not everything, but like there's a lot more pines than birches. So that like characteristic is like a southern forest thing, which is why I was thinking maybe it's like the western Ulyanovsk forest. But I've also mentioned in previous videos that it's Yeka or Chelia. So if you get a northern vibe with those, then Yeka, Chelia, because they're way more north than Voronezh, Tambov, Lipetsk, where the other areas that you get them, you know? And then you also get them east, but you know, you'll have Irkutsk soil or something when you get them east. But yeah, that's a interesting one to learn. It's a dangerous meta. Like I wouldn't trust it with your life, but I just knew the forest was weird. And then okay, what could point us towards Chelia? I guess that might be some birch cluster things here. But yeah, that's kind of a hard lock, and you just don't really think of Chelia with blurred antenna. Maybe this smudge is Chelia. I know Chelia short antenna does have a lot of smudges, so maybe that's something. But yeah, that's just hard to think about lock. Okay, we've got the fall coverage through the mountains again. I mean, would recommend learning these roads. Well, the 2 roads, just because they're super common, as you can see, and they're one of the easiest roads to learn, just with the fall coverage and the hilliness. And then we're overcast, so we're somewhere over in this direction, which is like west of Virkbishk. Okay, this is an Orenburg on Archangelsk incident. Orenburg. Yeah, so it's May coverage, and it's like I couldn't tell NMPZ if it was dry or cold vegetation, because like they're kind of the same thing. Like you get warm deserts, but you also get cold deserts kind of vibes, you know. Well, not like cold deserts, but like you don't get vegetation up here, right? It looks very dry in like a weird way. Like it almost looks like North Alaska looks more like Texas than it does New York, if that makes sense. Maybe that's like the yap of the century, but you might understand what I'm saying with that. But yeah, where very north looks like. Yeah, maybe it said watch the town. Agpulak on the sign as well, but and we got a sign in here. Kulada. And we've got the foggy road again. Where is Kulada? And Bucci. Kulada and Bucci. Kulada's here. So then, I mean, we're somewhere here. Guess we're there. But yeah, the fog. Okay. We've got yellow outer lines on a major highway. The fact that it's 6-lane might put us closer to a city rather than the like actual road like this, which is 4-lane for most of it, I think. So the fact that it's 6-lane, you might look for sections downtown St. Petersburg or downtown Moscow. That makes sense. Alternatively, it's just the M4, which I mean kind of lines up, which I think is 6-lane inside Moscow Oblast. So yeah, with the 6-lane, I think you just go Moscow, even though the yellow outer lines is kind of the other road, and it's the M2, but I mean, same thing. But yeah, 6-lane highway, Moscow or St. Petersburg, I think. Especially with yellow outer lines. And you also get them in the on the M4 in Voronezh. But yeah, you don't really get it on the road in between them, except downtown the two cities. Which is a good one to know. Okay, this is an incident waiting to occur. They're just chilling. I mean, wait, is this ever Ishevsk like orange hair meta? I mean, it looks like Kurgan. But if the meta, no, I'm not gonna trust the meta. It looks too much like Kurgan. But yeah, I mean, it's just kind of hard. Like, but to me, the grass just feels Kurgan-y or like Kazakhstan-y. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm never gonna be able to put this into words. I don't think. Like, just Kurgan grass. I don't know. Like Kurgan soil, and then yeah, I mean, you can ignore this trend. Like, I don't think a lot of people are going to be getting that right. But maybe that's ego. Oh, that could have been a crazy seed. Did it say Agpulak on this? Agpulak. Tough. I mean, maybe I should have read the rest of the sign. And then this, I mean, maybe could have tried to 5k because it was a bit straighter than the section I went on. And this, I could have 5k'd as well. And then Kurgan, I mean, I'm not 5k'ing probably, but you know, maybe if we saw this, I don't know if we saw that, but if we saw that, then you know. Okay, is this the Tumen Road? I think it'll be Redcar. It's not Redcar. Okay, so it's just Omsk. Yeah, so we've got the birch trees, as you do in Omsk. Is that ever an August coverage tree? Because low key, it's Novosibirsk spill. No, I don't think so. I think you just go Omsk here. Wait, no, this looks so... No, that's August. This has to be August trees. Okay, so with August Gen 4, you have to go on this road instead of in Omsk. Or unless you go downtown Omsk, but I don't think it's downtown, right? Like, we don't see a massive city. Like, Omsk is a big city. But yeah, just flat green birch trees. Then it was that road. Nice. But yeah, that's just like that niche August coverage thing that I will show you after. I get the wrong thing because if I look at a coverage station, it will invalidate the run for obvious reasons. And then, okay, like super red dark soil, so a Ishevsk perm makes sense. And then I think it's more Ishevsk, just with how dark the soil is, and then wet road when it's not overcast is a bit more Ishevsk as well. But I'm very bad at the Ishevsk perm 50-50. And it's the border road, but you know, we take those. Okay, I mean, Komi Cabbage, clueless. Does it feel north enough? Yeah, I mean, the unpaved road is kind of weird for like Moscow or something. So yeah, I guess you just go Komi. Yeah, I don't have a better guess. Feels kind of south for Komi though. Huh? Yeah, the average Erkengelsk. Okay, that kind of makes sense though with the hilliness. Because like the South Komi stuff was the hills, which is why I said I felt south for Komi. But like nothing else really felt like I wasn't sure that anything else was south, if you get me. But yeah, I mean, it's hogweed and Erkengelsk, so what can you really do about that? Yeah, I mean, it's just like the meta is like 95% good, and then there's just those few incidents. A-type, I'm gonna click Kaluga. We've got a massive river, so maybe I'm not gonna click Kaluga. Let me just look at Kaluga first. Now we're gonna click Kaluga. Okay, no, I unironically thought we were gonna be looking at this, this or this. But I don't know. I should not have guessed Kaluga there. Because I mean, the only river in Kaluga is like in the core of the city, and that didn't feel like the core of a city, you know. Okay, we've got A-type, and it looks like Estonia, so we're gonna go Leningrad near Estonia. All of Leningrad looks like Estonia. I think this will be A-type, just because it's a random divided highway, and most of that is A-type, just because like Smolensk, Kaluga, and then this lines up best. Yeah, just random divided highway A-type, you go Smolensk, Kaluga area, unless it feels kind of dry, and then you go elsewhere. Okay, we've got back smudge here. What? Wait, where am I forgetting that has back smudge? Why is my brain not working? Because I guess it's just the driest Voronezh or Rostov. Oh, it's Rostov. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, it's just this road in Rostov, which is why it looks kind of dry. But yeah, so it's back smudge, B-type, and it's like kind of hilly, and it just feels dry, so Rostov. Hey, my brain, don't play a balanced Russia while you're sick, kids. It won't work for you. Well, it might work for you. Okay, we've got mountain in the distance. I guess you go Irkutsk with like the red soil and it just feels quite remote. And then we've kind of got the full pine forest that I was talking about in the other things. And then mountains southwest also makes sense for Irkutsk. But with those mountains southwest, do you ever go in Nizhnodinsk, which are these massive mountains? I guess you do. And yeah, yeah, just know the mountain, I guess, just like the tall mountain southwest Nizhnodinsk. Okay, I think, okay, red soil, and we've got C-type, and it's a dirt road, so it won't be this area with C-type. So then it's north because of the soil and how much trees we have. So then we're left with Yaroslavl, Vologda, Kostroma, Kirov. I don't think it's May coverage, so we'll rule out downtown Vologda and Yaroslavl. And then, since it's summer coverage, wait, we have yellow flowers, but I mean, maybe it's like late May or early June. But the red soil makes me either want to go Veliki Ustyug or Kirov. And it also just feels quite northern. It feels quite hilly as well, which makes sense for Veliki Ustyug. And overcast makes sense for Veliki Ustyug. So I kind of want to send Veliki Ustyug if I see something that lines up vaguely. Okay, just Kirov. Yeah, I felt like it felt north, but maybe I trolled by going a bit too far north. But also like the early May coverage or the late May coverage kind of pushed me towards that. But yeah, you can. I mean, I'll coverage check it a little to see. You can see what I was thinking. Show me some overcast, please, so I don't look like a bozo. Wait, maybe it's not overcast. Wait. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a weird town. But I mean, you can see the soil is kind of similar and does feel quite north. But yeah, I mean, Kirov is the other option with C-type because like downtown here is like May coverage when it's 2019. If I could get a 2019 block, how is there no 2019s? 2019. But yeah, also the soil was a bit weird. But yeah, I mean, I probably should have sent Kirov with the color of the soil. 44 minutes in. Okay, I'm gonna stop the 10-second NPC because I have to cut the video a bit shorter than usual. Because I have to go soon-ish, and I'm also sick, so I don't want to play for that long, I guess. Oh my god, Moscow, because, I mean, if it's not Moscow, what do you do? Moscow. Karelia. Oh, I just realized I'm in the wrong tab for this. I'm in the... We've got the smudge, so we're at this side of the border, right? Yeah. This one, how nice of this munch to start on the border. I should probably talk about the rounds. Oh my god. What am I looking at here? Is it south? It feels kind of south, but where south would you go? Krasnodar? Sure. Okay, my cope was I was on the wrong tab. Which had country streak on and not a thing. Okay. I will lock in. Oh god. Is that a mountain? Is this Chelyabinsk? Or is it east? I don't know. It was not a mountain. Actually, it gets hilly on the lake, on the river there. But yeah, that makes more sense with the trees. There's no point guessing this location. It feels south-ish, Rostov maybe. Okay, there's a point in guessing that. Okay, very orange soil. So do you ever go north of Yakutsk, or do you just go Mirny with the fog? I kind of want to go north. Tough. Uh, Feels like Smolensk pavement. Don't have much of an explanation for this, to be honest. Oh, it's that road. Okay, yeah, it's like west and northwest of Moscow pavement. Looks like southern Arkhangelsk to me. I don't know the road in Komi, and it's a bit of a wide unpaved road to not know it in Komi. And it's Tver. That also makes sense. What? Why is it so flat and overcast? I don't have a guess. It's the pets. Okay. Why does this look east? Yeka, I guess. Oh, that makes so much sense, but it's just too hard to think of in 10 seconds. Yeah, I just looked east, but I couldn't place it. Okay, full coverage to the mountains for the 15th time this video. There. And south, I think, with the tree rows, and then I feel like you go Nalchik or something. But I don't really know. Or do you go here? That's Stavropol, west of the city. Kind of makes sense, but wait, what? Is it Western Cheetah? Because we're with the pavement and the trees and the soil. Huh. Do you go Komi or Arkhangelsk, or do you go neither? Wait, is it ever so good? Like west here. Yeah. Wait, it's Tumen. Wait, okay, I presumed it wasn't red car, but because I thought we'd see the car, but we didn't. Tilted, and it feels north, and we've got rocks, so it should be Karelia. I think those are rocks. And then here somewhere with the angle. Works for me. Back smudge, and it's random divided highway, and whenever it's a random road divided, you click Belgorod, because Belgorod decided to divide all of their roads for no reason whatsoever. Like, why is this road divided? I'll never know. It just is, because why not? B-type. Is this Yaka again? But, like, not so good this time. The trees feel vaguely east. It's the Tumen border road from Yaka. I mean, kind of tough. Tilted, May coverage, so you click Novgorod as the default guess. The soil is kind of pink. Maybe you go Fiskov. No, just Novgorod. Dark soil, hilly with birch trees. I guess. No, it's not Kemerovo, right? No. Yeah, okay. I almost went Kemerovo, but it didn't look like there was enough trees for Kemerovo. It was a bit dry. Okay, with this kind of thin road with this soil, you just go on the 58K 18 in Fiskov. But yeah, it's just like the pavement, and it's like a thin road, very bad road. And then we've got the soil, and then yeah. Nizhny Sand, because I have no better guess. Maybe you go Vladimir, or because it's a weird road for Nizhny. Yaroslav, but I mean same Volga, Nizhny adjacent sand. This is Kamchatka, but why are there mountains south? Is it Milkova? What? Okay. Yeah, I mean, nowhere else made sense for mountain south. Random power line with this kind of a road I associate with Tomsk. Is it red car or not red car? I don't know. It wasn't red car. This kind of a road with the mountains driving south. I guess you go in this area. In like a town. Yep. Oh no. It's A-type, but I don't think I want to go Leningrad, do I? Perm, that's why it was weird. Okay, I mean, Rostov's really bad. I guess I looked north, but I didn't know what to click. And then the last random Gen 3. Is this Lysosavutsk? It kind of feels like Korea trees. Okay. Boreatia, I guess, with green Gen 4 with mountains in the distance. Mountains southwest. Looks like we have larches as well. So maybe like here with mountains southwest. Or there. Okay, we got the oblast streaks, that's fine. C-type on a random dirt road with dark-ish soil. I guess you go Kirov because it's not May coverage. Wait. It's long antenna. That kind of makes more sense. Because I was like, this doesn't really feel like Kirov. But I just... Okay. Yeah, okay, we'll do one last one. What are the trees doing? It almost looks like a Yakka forest, but I can't place it at all. Oh, it's that. That's a very weird forest for Kostroma. But I guess there is more birches than we saw in the other ones. But yeah, especially when you pan around, there's way more birches. But maybe that's like me defending the schizometa. I don't have a guess. It looks like May coverage and it's overcast, so maybe. Okay, get the road. Yeah, May coverage overcast. I presumed it was white car. And then okay, so looks like we're down here, but we have trees, so we're like in the mountains here, and the mountains look like they're on either side of us, so that makes sense. And then river further south. Is this Chelyabinsk? The trees feel kind of Chelyabinsk. And I don't think it's mega long, so just south of the city. It looked like north of the city, but I don't think it was mega long. Krasnoyarsk with the mountain and May coverage, I guess. I don't really see what else would make sense. And then up here, maybe? I was on it. And then... What? What am I looking at? Oh, it's that road. That makes sense. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I just didn't think of it. But the pavement is quite reminiscent of there, I guess. And then, yeah. It was a decent game. But I mean, rounds are pretty gettable, I think. I mean, Chile wasn't easy. Krasnoyarsk wasn't easy. Lipetsk wasn't easy. Is that Tambov or Lipetsk? I always switch these two in my mind. But yeah, I think I will call it there. Actually, no, we have time for one more. What? Why is the B type? What? Was this long antenna again? Oh no, it's short antenna, but I just forget. Yeah, it was like okay. It just felt hilly, and I forgot where B type was. I forgot Chelia had it rather. Okay, Comey cabbage, but surely Comey this time. I knew it felt south. What? Overcast driving west. Oh, it's like the most rural St. Petersburg Gen 4. That kind of makes sense. Oh, there's like a massive bridge. What? It's not like the Ustnira bridge, right? No, that doesn't line up. Switch to Magadan. It looked like Magadan, but I just saw... Oh, it's this bridge. That makes sense. Blurred, Lurches. It looks more Sakhalin than Veneno to me, but I can't really explain it. It just looks like one of these roads up here. Or it's that road. Okay. A-type slightly tilted left. I guess you go Leningrad. Ooh, okay. I did not know Karelia had that fake tilted left. Failed to load. Oh no. Is this those weird Samara rounds? It's Ufa. Okay. That's hard, but it's gettable maybe. Okay. Very foggy. We're in like a big town. Do you go Suntown maybe? I don't know. Doesn't really line up. And Yerba was probably one of the two with the fog. Southeastern Vladimir. April coverage, B-type, overcast, all makes sense. But yeah, southeastern Vladimir Forest. Should be Yamalo. The trees are a bit too cold for anything else. And the pavement is nice, so maybe you go Well, that doesn't make sense. Where do you go with nice pavement? That's why. That's why. That's why. Nothing made sense with the pavement with the angle. Okay, we'll finish on this one. Buryatia, just with the mountains and the soil. Soil kind of remind me of Kazinga, but I don't really know. Okay, kind of Kazinga, it's the same valley. Okay, it's C. Alright, I guess it's C-type sunny coverage. I'm not gonna say it's C-type because then I would be scripting. But yeah, it makes sense for Vlogda, and then yeah, just the random sunny coverage felt kind of northish. What is this August coverage and it's Bryansk? What? I'm so confused. Don't be Leningrad, bro. Why do I keep forgetting about Eastern Novgorod? I've done it twice today, but it's just tilted right and it's not really A type. But yeah, I guess I'll end it there. Yeah, could I have gotten this round? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, this fireweed, I think. So yeah, that makes it a bit more gettable, but yeah, I'm not in the state of mind to be doing 10-second MVC, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, even though I was a bit sick, hope you enjoyed, hope you learned a thing or two. And thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace.